Hello everyone and welcome back to Ender Lilies, and we are going to be continuing to explore the Twin Spires, and I'm very sure that sentence was not grammatically correct in any way, shape, or form. So we're just going to cut through all of these old enemies here and start moving further up the spires. We don't need to kill that guy, we just need to knock him off his perch. Headless Defender. It remains useful for so long. Okay, there's items we can get by dropping off of the side of the wall of this area, but we're not going to do that until we can grab everything that's outside of the rightward wall of this area. And we can only do that after we beat the area boss. So, let's go do that. Though, admittedly, that's easier said than done. Yeah, it's easier to cross this way through these platforms and drop down here to hit this switch, which we actually don't need to hit. It's just good to know it's there, because that takes us up to a place that we can't actually really explore yet. It'll be a while until we can actually take a peek up around there and get what's important. Hammer, hammer. Yeah, a big part of exploring any new area is just getting used to the new enemies when they show up. But let's see if there's anything worth grabbing down here. Well, not that we can get at anyway. Jump too high? No, it isn't. Yeah, once you have her, it's just a good idea to put Guardian Silva in your rotation for instances like that. Just open up another shortcut here. And it's another elevator puzzle room. Before we solve puzzles, we might as well just blow up everything here. Don't want to get distracted. See. Oh yeah, you can just parry that wave attack. In fact, someone put together a gif of himself using the parry ring to block every hit from that burst attack the floating eyeballs do. and ow. I think I prefer getting hit by the sword to taking a burst from that guard eye. Well, that's a clue on where we need to actually be. Getting snagged by another of those worms. I've beaten this game before, I swear. Yeah, you people have no idea how tempting it is for me to just, you know, replay the game. Because this is one of those Metroidvanias that really actually works for me. On basically any level that's important. And there's just a little something hidden up here. The thing is, well, I'll show you once we find the guy. The thing is, if you pass above this area, you can actually hear that guy give his quote from inside the pillar, which is the clue you need to find this place. I guess I'm just going to keep on doing this wrong for a little while. Okay, I've figured it out. No, wait, I have not. Ah, crap, I'm going to have to go back and remember to read that. Oh, well, next time. That's the problem with doing this sort of thing in post. You, take a look at it, afterwards and are like, oh boy, I missed something really obvious. You know, like that secret to the right. Oh well, stuff to do later. There's just so much stuff to find in this game. I'd already planned for the next session to be a pickup video, so... Whoopsie. Yeah, I think the Twin Spires is probably my favorite area in this game, what with all the puzzles and the soundtrack. And it's topped off by a pretty intense boss fight, too. Yeah, that's what happens when you charge up the hammer and hit the enemy. It actually just turns into a powerful multi-hit swing. Ideally, I would have put it closer to the edge so that my counter hit would just send that winged sentinel falling. But this is not an ideal world. First off, it's Ender Lilies. Everything's cursed. Okay, let's head up this way and see what we can find. Oh! Okay, that's an item that's pretty crucial for one of the encounters later in the game. I mean, I theoretically could win without it, but I really want to have that. Basically, the Immortal Crest restores 2 hit points every time you score a hit on an enemy, and it's like any hit. Like, every hit from a big multi-hit attack will restore 2 hit points to you. It may seem like a small amount, but... well, I guess you'll see how important it really is to have. And now we have a Hellevator. It's full of throwing axemen. And you don't just pass them by when the elevator reaches them, they actually collect on the elevator platform, so you'd better get rid of them as quickly as you can. You don't want these guys to accumulate. I passed up an amulet fragment, didn't I? I guess that's the disadvantage of not, like, streaming this game. And let's be real about it, if I was going to go stream a game, I'd probably be streaming an East game of some description. And I know that anyone who is streaming an East game is probably streaming East 9 at this point. But I'd still probably do, like, East 1 and 2. Okay, just more of these bugs here. Nothing too special. There's stuff I want to get up there, but I needed to open this shortcut back up. Gonna drop another save. Just making sure I didn't have any empty relic space. Haha, I defy your through-the-floor damage to get what I wanted. Yeah, the most important thing to pick up other than the life extenders are those chains of sorcery, because that makes a big difference to how bad a time you have with the game's final boss. The amount of relics and quality of relics you have active for that encounter really defines how bad of a time you're going to have at the end of this game. Now, the door we need to open to go forward is actually a time-based door, so we're gonna clear out all the enemies before we do anything with that. Yeah, I was just making sure that I couldn't hit the lock orb through the door. You should always give something like that a try. Doesn't mean it'll work, but you should give it a try. Okay, we're strong enough to kill those in 3 standing hits. Yeah, there's the timer lever for the door. Okay, oh, one of those jerks. Oh, hey, there's a chest up there. Oh, did it wrong. You know what, that guy's just gonna cause me problems. Yeah, the thing with the larger shield knights is that if you use Headless Defender, you can still actually damage them with the riposte. It's not something you can do with the smaller shield knights. Yeah, it says slightly, but the damage increase is actually noticeable. So it's something worth using if you want to, you know, jump around a lot during boss fights. Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, the time you're given is somewhat generous, but not generous enough to deal with all of the enemies on the way to the door. See? No problems. And I will be taking that white flower. And all that's left is for us to just go straight up. And opening up another shortcut, just making it easier for us to go through this area when we need to backtrack. And we will need to backtrack. You know, to pick up all the stuff I missed. For no good reason. And, well, that increases damage in water, so it's not going to be of any use to us. Yeah, let's equip the experience booster. Because we are about to fight a boss. Okay, this is all of the Mad Knight, probably one of the hardest bosses in this game. He has a bunch of moves. That dual strike actually requires some pretty tight timing if you want to dodge both attacks and still be in a position to hit him. Sometimes he'll do one strike into that jumping smash. He likes to move around a lot, depending on your positioning. That dash isn't too hard to deal with, but it keeps you out of reach for your regular melee attacks. And sometimes he'll just straight up evade whatever spirit you throw at him. In his second phase, he adds that attack. The X-Slash is almost a hit scan attack, in that it tracks wherever you are. However, it remains on the ground, so you can dodge it fairly simply by double jumping and dashing. But you need to be high enough to avoid it, because it does have a bit of vertical. Also, he starts throwing out these waves like you see here. You have to dodge through them, you can't dodge away from them. And in his third phase, he gets much more aggressive. He has this ground blast attack. And it's not always easy to see exactly where the pillars are going to come up from. Sometimes he'll follow up the double strikes with that ground smash. And sometimes he'll throw two of these waves in succession, or one wave and one of those X strikes. So he does a lot, he does it in a short period of time, and, well, he's probably gonna blow you up. I managed to dodge one of his X strikes by dashing into him and taking his collision damage instead, which is a much better trade. Yeah, I know I could have used ranged spirits to fight him, but I didn't feel like it, and plus Ulv is tanky enough to soak that sort of stuff without too much trouble. Plus, Ulv will chase you. He will do a lot to just get right on you, and there's not much you can do to keep him from doing that sort of thing. Yeah, of all of Ulv's attacks, the X-Strike is the most important to learn to dodge because of just the incredible damage that it does. But even if you do learn that, he can still do a lot of stuff. And even if you are jumping, you still need to get the timing right. Oh. Well, one life bar left. You're going to see me playing cautiously a lot more this time. That's because I had figured to myself, well, if I lose this time, I might as well just end the video. And there we go. Yeah, the whole Dark Souls don't get greedy rule still applies to this game too. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, what's on your mind, buddy? Feared by his order and dubbed the Mad Knight, Oliva seemingly lost his edge after a fierce battle. He continued to protect Snowflower Garden in seclusion. Okay, we now have the Wall Cling and Wall Climb. We're gonna play around with that next time. Okay, we can actually just climb this pillar here. What is this, the 5th one now? Oh, this must be, this is written by that, Lily we just found over there. Wait, laboratory? That's not good? Anyway, that's it for this episode, and next time on Ender Lilies we're going to be doing some exploring with the grapple claws we found. See you then, and bye!